Welcome online, ladies and gentlemen. We're just setting up for today's event, and with that in mind, there are people logging in from all over the world. And so we're going to give you a 30-second timer, which is your opportunity to check if the guest you've invited is here in the Zoom room, or maybe they're online. Maybe they're, I can see that, Chantel, thank you. Maybe they are online or on Facebook, maybe they're on YouTube, or maybe in the Zoom room, but you've got a couple of minutes to get them on ready for the event. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, in case you speak other languages, we do have closed captions here live in the Zoom room, so have a quick listen to this.
Por favor, vaya a la parte inferior de la pantalla en Zoom o YouTube y haga clic en subtítulos para leer en español.
Kérlek menjünk képernyő aljára, a Zoomon vagy a YouTube-on, a Closed Caption részre, és ott el tudod olvasni magyarul a feliratot.
Silakan klik di layar bawah pada Zoom atau YouTube dan klik caption untuk membaca dalam bahasa Indonesia.
Pour les sous-titres en français, veuillez cliquer au bas de votre écran Zoom ou YouTube sur CC ou Closed Captions.
Zoom または YouTube の画面の下部に移動し、字幕をクリックして日本語で読んでください。
請到屏幕底部點閱隱藏字幕以閱讀中文。
Παρακαλώ πηγαίνετε στο κάτω μέρος της οθόνης, στο Zoom ή στο YouTube και κάντε κλικ στους υπότιτλους για να τα διαβάσετε στα ελληνικά.
請到屏幕底部點擊隱藏字幕以閱讀中文.
אנא עברו לתחתית המסך בזום וביוטיוב ולחצו על תרגום לכתוביות בעברית.
Proszę zejść na dół ekranu na Zoomie lub YouTubie i kliknąć napisy, żeby przeczytać po polsku.
Beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, very international presentation today with all those different languages. We have people logged in from Western Australia, Canada, Florida, USA, Phoenix, Arizona, all over the place. And today we are blessed because our presenter is my beautiful friend all the way from the Caribbean, or the Caribbean, depending on which way you say it, which is Christine Francois. And so you'll get her accent to make it even more of an international presentation. Over to you, Christine.
Wow, thank you so much, Michael. It's always a pleasure to join the Neumi family and their guests on this call. And let's see, where is everyone chiming in from? I love to see where everyone's coming in from. So we've got Western Australia, Canada in the house. Hi, everyone. We've got Central Florida, Phoenix, Arizona. Wow, the list goes on and on. So folks, I'm just gonna get right into it because I'm always excited to share the Neumi opportunity. So let's get started. For guests who've never been with us, you might be asking, well, who is Neumi? Well, we are the trailblazers and we are the innovators, and we're dedicated to revolutionizing health and wellness through our cutting-edge technology, hydrostat technology. Let's talk about it a little bit more. So let's get into hydrostat then. The challenge has always been, folks, poor absorption rates. Studies show that up to 90% of oral supplements are not fully absorbed by the body. This means that only a fraction of the nutrients actually reach the cells where they're needed. Hydrostat, folks, is transforming health with breakthrough science. Our proprietary production process, Hydrostat, sets us apart in delivering high-quality products that embody our commitment to excellence. We've got 3 parts, so let's get started. We start off with the cell size. Neumi's molecular ingredients are between 10 to 100 millimicrons. That means it's super, super, super tiny, and they're small enough to be fully absorbed by the human cells. And you see a representation of the human cell down below in the middle. The molecules in other supplements are too large to be absorbed by the cells, so they get excreted from the body without being used effectively. That sucks, right? After we've spent so much money on those ingredients and those supplements. Well, surface area is next. Now, our cells only absorb the section of a molecule they can actually touch. Hydrostat technology increases surface area so that cells can use the entire molecule. And then there's our delivery. Neumi wraps our ingredients in ultra pure water clusters for protection and instant absorption so that our supplements are absorbed before they make it to the stomach. Water also doesn't include the potential toxicity that lipids do, lipids being fats. So you never need to take a break from taking Neumi's products. So in summary, we've covered cell size, surface area, and the hydrostat delivery. 3 key differences behind our delivery method. Now that we're able to get product to the cells, let's talk about the power of glutathione. Glutathione is the master antioxidant. In fact, as Stephen Scott says, it's in every living organism on the planet. Glutathione is a protector and detoxifier of the cell. It's the key to the life, health, performance, protection, and longevity of every human cell. Glutathione also recycles itself to increase the effectiveness of other antioxidants like vitamin C and vitamin D. Let's hear what doctors have to say about this. Dr. Oz says the most powerful antioxidant you've never heard of. It's one of the keys to fighting off the diseases you fear the most. And Dr. David Katz, director of Yale University's Prevention Research Center, says if you're chronically run down, if you're chronically fatigued, if your body just isn't firing on all cylinders, low glutathione may be part of it, both cause and effect. Who's ever felt that low? Wow. Well, glutathione in your body as you age. The fact is, folks, your glutathione levels decrease the longer you are alive. Continuous attacks on your cells by the invasion of things like toxins, heavy metals, molds, oh my goodness, and exposure to radiation and free radicals can damage and expedite the aging process. Glutathione levels are also reduced by any trauma like cells encounter, such as injuries, infections, and diseases. And also note that when you're about 20 years old, that's the highest level you'll ever have, and it decreases 10 to 15% every 10 years. There are so many benefits to having elevated glutathione levels. You see here a list of the signs of low glutathione, things like weakened immune system, physical and mental fatigue, muscle weakness, inflammation, that's a biggie. And the list goes on and on. But let's focus on the signs of high glutathione level. Boosted immune function, sustained mental and physical energy, optimal athletic performance, balanced inflammation, delayed aging, healthy radiant skin, decreased graying and balding. I know, you can take a look at my hair, and balanced digestion, weight management, among a whole list now. Glutathione has more than 400 functions in the body. Who wouldn't want this kind of glutathione level? Drop that in the chat. Maybe a one. Yeah, show me your ones in the chat if you would love to have high glutathione levels. So now let's take a look at our hydrostat product breakdown. Our FDA disclaimer, these products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. There are quite a number of challenges we face as humans. Let's take a look at a few of them. Problem number 1, glutathione decreases with age and environment, leaving no practical way to get it to the cells. Our solution is called NutriSwish. Using our proprietary hydrostat technology, Neumi has nanosized, remember I told you, super tiny, glutathione, L-cysteine, curcumin, and other nutrients to become bioavailable within seconds. And that means that the cells can take them up and use them in under 70 seconds. Just already swish for 30 seconds or longer. I swish for 4 to 5 minutes, then swallow. Experience these benefits with NutriSwish, an immune boost, joint support, clean and sustained energy, and rapid recovery. The second challenge is skincare. Well, skincare rarely gets past the first layer of skin, resulting in the need for so many products. How many of us out there can look in our bathrooms right now and see the litany of products? Drop a yes in the chat because this used to be one of my challenges. Skincare is also complex, ineffective, and expensive, often containing harmful ingredients. Our solution is Neumi Skin. Again, using our technology, it's nanosized glutathione, hyaluronic acid, curcumin, collagen, and more so that you can nourish your skin at its deepest levels. What Neumi Skin does, well, it's a lot, helps reduce pore size, smooth skin texture, lifts and firms, brightens and evens skin tone, reduces fine lines and wrinkles, fights skin aging pollutants. Challenge number 3, and that's a big one for so many people around the world, and that's to find a clean solution for energy and focus. How many of us have grabbed that cup of coffee or other stimulants because we needed a boost? That's a biggie. People often try to resolve low energy and lack of focus with harmful stimulants. Our solution is called Neuro. Again, using our technology, our system delivers arginine, magnesium gluconate, L-theanine, caffeine, and other nutrients. And here are just some of the magnificent benefits. Enhanced memory. Who wants better memory? I can tell you that's me. Improved mood, increased focus, rapid energy, and ensuring heightened cognitive performance. And that's critical as we continue to age. Another problem, today's environmental disruptors are having increasing negative effects on women's health and hormones. Now, by the time you get to my age, you will know why this is so important. This is not for you guys. Every woman knows about the inconveniences that cycles and hormones changes can bring into life. Experience rapid results through our Hydrostar technology. Every ingredient in our botanical formula was carefully selected to create a well-rounded blend of benefits with whose every woman can flourish. It helps alleviate bloating, cramps, and PMS, supports healthy hormone function, helps with hot flashes and night sweats, and enhances mood and overall well-being. And finally, the challenge with hair. Now, I don't have a lot of hair. I think, Michael, yours might be longer than mine. Healthy hair and scalp can sometimes be elusive due to issues like dryness, dandruff, and thinning, often caused by environmental factors, hormonal changes, ladies. We know about hormonal changes, remember? Or improper care. Our solution is Neumi Hair. It's got this revolutionary formula. It delivers its powerful ingredients, maximizing absorption, and that's so critical. This innovation ensures that every application penetrates profoundly, revitalizing the scalp and promoting healthier, more vibrant hair. What Neumi Hair does? Well, guys, I can tell you, I can already see the difference after months of using it. Hair strengthening, scalp health, moisture and smoothness, heat protection, and increased strength. Now let's take a look at what some of our clients are saying. Our friend Lachlan in Melbourne, and that's Michael's son. He's such a great guy, 24 years old. I think, Michael, he's a little bit older now. Powerlifting athlete, personal trainer, and gym manager. He says training recovery has been amazing, coming into each session fresh, no soreness from previous weekly sessions, already hitting personal best months out from my next competition. And then there's Danae. And she's 34, 35 years old now. She says, as soon as I started using NutraSwish on day 1, I immediately found I had way more energy. That was my story as well, Danae. And how many of us can say that was our story too? You can feel free, drop a 1 in the chat if you've ever felt like this. Also, prior to using the Hers product, and I've used the Hers, I love it. Every month, I would have mood swings, bloating, and breast tenderness. However, since I've been using it, I found I don't have any PMS symptoms at all. And from my understanding, based on the research, guys, Perimenopause can start as early as 35. I actually have my daughter using this now. Amazing feedback from Greg in Christchurch. He says, I've been into competitive mountain bike racing for most of my adult life. In my 20s, after doing a half day of events, I would have nothing left in the tank. Now at 58 and with NutraSwish, I'm able to go out and do multiple days of riding with energy to spare. Plus, I have good mental clarity, hardly any muscle soreness, and way faster recovery. Then there's Janae out in, well, she originally was in Hawaii. She's now in Florida. Judy says, wow, neuro is a noticeable cognitive focus, clarity, memory, and energy boosting. Get a ton of stuff done. Swish, I'll never do without. Anyone who knows me knows that I have severe attention span and memory deficit. So this is over and above the incredible benefits from NutraSwish, which also help with those things. We've got our friend Keith out in Louisiana, and he says, after suffering for almost 1 year with severe discomfort in his neck and shoulder from an injury just 48 hours after being on NutraSwish, I awoke realizing I had slept all night long. That was the first time in almost 1 year. I was eventually completely without discomfort and able to return to my body weight exercise routine. And guys, I can tell you, I have heard Keith tell this story, and initially, boy, oh boy, it was extremely emotional. Let's take a look at some skin transformations from around the world. There's Elaine in South Australia. If you look at her face on top left and then on the top right, you'd think she'd have lost weight. Well, actually, that's not true. Notice the reduced appearance of redness, fine lines, and pore size. Her results are out of this world. Then there's Linda out in Indonesia, just after 17 days. She said before using Neumi Skin, her skin was dull and rough. But after just 17 days, we can see her skin become bright, soft, and clear. She also reported, I feel stronger and more enthusiastic because she slept much deeper after using NutraSwish as well. And this lovely lady is from Africa. You can see the patchiness of her skin and the darkness around her eyes and upper cheek. Well, she is 80 something years old and the mom of one of our doctors. This is a woman in her 80s, as I said, from Nigeria. She sprayed her face with Neumi Skin 3 to 4 times each day for 4 weeks. Her results? Astonishing. Notice the skin tone, it looks even. And then there's Donna out in Texas. You can see in her picture what people call turkey neck. You can see the difference in her before and after. She was overjoyed with the results from using Neumi Skin after 8 weeks. And then this is our friend Sherry in Indiana. She lives out on a farm way out there in Indiana, and we call her the poster child for Neumi Skin. Sherry says she was one of the very first people to use Neumi Skin, and just look at her before and after. She now looks like her younger sister, and this year is 7 years of using the product. Do you think she would ever stop using Neumi Skin? I don't think so. I've been using it for 3 years, and that's not going to happen. Now let's take a look at some Neumi hair transformations as well. Rick from Utah says, I'm so happy to have been invited to participate in the trial group for this new product. Given the amazing results, I'll continue using it. And then there's Jamie. This is Keith's wife. After using Neumi hair for 5 months, I'm finally able to wear my hair shoulder length or put it up in a ponytail. As a result, my self-esteem and confidence are through the roof. She's been using this for 5 months, and you're going to hear that repeated over and over. And I can tell you, as a woman, your hair is your crowning glory, and that feeling of just confidence and elevated self-esteem, there's nothing to compare with it. Again, Sherry from Indiana, after years of amazing results with Neumi Skin, I had high expectations for the hair product, and wow, it exceeded them. As the photo shows, I feel, here she says again, elegant, confident, and my hair speaks for itself. So with Neumi, there's a new you. Here's our vision, folks, and this is important. Our founder, Stephen Scott, has spent more than 30 years of his life. He's owned more than 4 companies in the wellness, skincare, and the beauty business. Over the years, Steve has generated over $4 billion in revenue. Who's ever heard of the Total Gym? Yes, well, his company owns the commercial rights to that. And Steve was ready to retire until he found what he called the biggest breakthrough of his entire life, which is why he launched Neumi to share this technology with the world. Our CEO and president, Aaron Rennett, says, my aim is to ensure that Neumi is the most field-driven and responsive company in the industry. Our Science and Medical Advisory Board are second to none. And our doctors are voluntary board members. They don't get paid. You can get more information on on neumi.com with regard to their bios. And the thing is, they love it because they use it, their clients use it, and they see the results. Let's talk about the execution now because this is important. So you might be asking, why Neumi-based business? Led by our field-based approach, we empower our teams and partners to drive meaningful impact grounded in unwavering principles of integrity, transparency, and customer focus. Together, we are shaping a healthier future, one innovation at a time. And folks, I am testimony to that story. Home-based business statistics, well, 186 billion in sales in 2021, up 3.3% since 2020. And there are over 128 million people involved and growing fast. So why not you? With Neumi, it's exciting because we are open in over 74 countries. We've got revolutionary business tools, and what you're seeing right now is a business tool. Over 200,000 members worldwide with multiples and multiples more in customers, a field-run philosophy, unparalleled compensation plan, free membership with perks. So the opportunity is yours. Leverage the power of Hydrostat in any of these ways. Return on investment, residual income, and build your legacy income. Again, we've got our disclosure statement. Earnings are based on individual effort, commitment, sales skills, and market conditions, with results varying among members. Neumi does not guarantee any specific income or success. But folks, we are a family here with Neumi, and the fact that I'm on this call, you get to see that we are a family. So let's talk quickly about the compensation plan. We get paid in many ways. Let's talk about getting paid weekly. Weekly earnings, fast and immediate rewards. Receive up to 43% total payout on customers and enrollers. Direct sponsor earnings, earn 25% on all initial orders from new enrollments and customers. Generational bonuses, receive 3% from up to 6 levels in your downline, ensuring continuous earnings from your network. We are also paid monthly. Monthly earnings, building a sustainable income through the power of 3 bonus. And here in the graphic, you can see this is you at the and then when you share these wonderful products with individuals, and you have a minimum of 3 individuals who not only buy for the first time, but they continue to repeat their orders, you earn $50 when you have these 3 active members purchasing a minimum of $100 in product. And then when you help them do the same, create their own network of individuals who want to enjoy these products, and each of them have 3 friends, family members, colleagues, you can earn $250 by helping your 3 members achieve their $50 bonus. Your rank requirement is senior member. And then go one level further by ensuring your members achieve their $250 bonus, equating to 27 active members. Your rank requirement, 2-star. Monthly earnings by building a sustainable income through the leadership pool. Global volume sharing is 6% of global monthly volume, which is distributed among qualified leaders, 2 stars and above. And as you see here, 1% for each rank. Higher ranks earn shares from the preceding ranks. And then we're talking about our unilevel bonus. This is long-term growth, folks. Long-term growth. Automatic qualification, well, new members can earn 7% down 3 levels immediately. And there you have it. New member, 3 levels. But as you continue to grow into a senior member with a volume of 1,500 for your total group volume, you unlock the 4th level. Move up to 1 star, you unlock the 5th level, 2 star, 6 levels. And as you continue to grow your business, growing your volume of your entire team, higher ranks earn on all 7 ranks as you advance with increased payouts for higher ranks. We are always looking for ways to reward individuals who continue to build around the world. Recently, we have 2 amazing members who qualified for Double Crown, and we are privileged to know them. And we also have the Triple Crown and President, and I know our members are going to continue growing in this regard. So the compensation plan, again, monthly, the infinity bonus, extended earnings, higher ranks, 8 and beyond, earn additional percentages with a cap, ensuring substantial earnings as you grow your network. And of course, you can see the caps listed there. Support and next steps. We've got tons of resources, ladies and gentlemen, training videos, business planning tools, access to marketing assets, our technology. We've got a free Neumi app. So many times you get into organizations, different companies where you got to pay for your app. Here with Neumi, it's free of charge. Company Facebook groups. We also have Instagram groups. You name it, we've got it. And of course, we've got our weekly calls right here on Neumi TV. So you can ask yourself these questions. You have 3 key options. Are you ready to get started? Maybe you want to try the product. Reach out to the person who invited you to this presentation. And maybe you need more information. This brings me to the end of today's presentation. It's been a privilege and honor sharing the stage with you, Michael. Over to you.
Sorry, I was unprepared for that. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, just a quick promotion. Tomorrow, we have our usual members night for Neumi, which happens every week. And I'll be joined with Peter Nagy, Double Diamond from Hungary. And we're going to be talking specifically about vision mapping and goal setting to set yourself up for the year. So thank you for a great presentation, Chris.